We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Low reviews but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. The cult classics, flops and nuts, there are topics this year. We're the Ejectables, rolling back the years, celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From backhand juice to epic fails, we say it's all good. We're the Ejectables, yeah, we're misunderstood.
Welcome to the Ejectables. This is the show where movie enthusiasts Bill and Ian join forces with a weekly rotating guest to celebrate movies that we feel have been sadly ignored by the audiences and panned by the critics. This week's rotating guest is the one and only Mark Thornton, an LA-based video editor. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hey, Ian and Bill, thanks for having me. I'm glad to not hit the eject button this week.
We're going to use that for the rest of the show.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Now, I first have to mention that you can be found at www.arcmay.com, which I believe we have a photo of. Bill, can you throw that up there for a quick second? And we'll show it at the end, too, just to make sure people can find you. And that's at the top of our photos. So how do you guys know each other, Mark?
Oh, through mutual friends. Yeah, I mean, my website, it's great. This whole thing's a write-off now that I'm on this podcast. It's thanks for doing that. Yeah, here's some, look, that shows my reel. I did some editing. I'm a freelance editor, mostly. And yeah, well, we know each other through lots of people, right, Bill? LA.
A lot of people, a lot of good times, a lot of LA times.
Bill said you're one of the funniest people he knows.
That can't be possible, but I believe him now.
No, he said he knows a lot of funny people, so that's a huge compliment.
I'd appreciate it if he was telling the truth. Then I do appreciate that.
Well, he said it's usually when you're not trying to be funny. So,
fuck.
But that's
can I swear on your show?
Weekend at Bernie's,
Yes.
And there are people that don't like Weekend at Bernie's, and I feel like Mark is someone that likes Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, what if there's a level of irony in how much you like it?
This is okay, just as long as you like it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
There you go.
It counts.
So you are a video editor. What do you video edit? I know we can go to the website, but give us a hint of the kind of stuff you do.
I mean, kind of for fun is more like music video stuff, but like for real work, like TV, TV commercials.
Okay, cool.
Mostly commercials on TV.
And like music videos and stuff, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's on 1992, Ian.
What?
I mean,
no,
on
but they still make them.
1992.
They still get made.
Yeah,
Music
I mean,
videos?
it's not Janie's Got a Gun anymore. We don't have the
Better.
budget. Yeah, I know, but the budgets of music videos used to be huge. Now it's more for fun, I think, unless unless it's Jay-Z or something. But I have not edited for Jay-Z.
You
sorry.
will. Oh,
okay.
I don't know if you. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Arcmay.com. So
yeah, check out my hire me. I guess. Yeah.
I'll hire you. We've hired you right now to pay you nothing.
Great.
Join us. Now,
that's normal.
We sadly lost the great Val Kilmer this week. So this is our special Val Kilmer episode. So Mark, what movie did you choose to celebrate Val Kilmer?
I got it. The first thing I thought of, and I'm glad no one else picked it, is one of my favorites of the most, the crazy comedy genre, which is Top Secret! !
Classic.
Very important that you have that punctuation. I love any film that has punctuation in the title. Like Airplane. They did it again with Airplane. But Airplane, this is kind of like everyone thinks of Airplane and The Naked Gun. I usually think when it comes to these guys, I usually think of Top Secret and The Police Squad, on TV. The series. Where, this is kind of the underdog of their movies, I think. But Val Kilmer's great in it as kind of a Elvis Presley does Elvis Presley's movie phase, where it's this teeny bopper movie and you gotta shove him into an action movie. It's just every parody. That's so good.
It's so good. Do you want to go to a clip, Bill?
Do we have a clip?
We do have a clip.
All right, let's do it.
We'll have to move out tonight. I'll be back in a moment, my darling. Prepare the gear for the jump.
Nick, I want to explain.
What's there to explain?
But I just want
Look.
to say that...
I'm not the first guy who fell in love with a girl he met in a restaurant who then turned out to be the daughter of a kidnapped scientist, only to lose her to a childhood lover who she'd last seen on a deserted island and who turned out 15 years later to be the leader of the French underground.
I know it. It all sounds like some bad movie.
Baby, please spend this night with me. Ooh,
I had to put on the little music part there because it's so good.
Did that cut out for me? I lost the best line on my internet.
Oh, maybe what happened?
Oh, she says it seems like the worst movie, and then they look at the camera. But,
No, that was there.
Okay,
there.
It's my connection.
Oh shoot, there he goes again. We
My
can
connection.
re-record this next week.
Okay.
Oh, you're back. Okay, cool.
I'm here.
It's so good.
We actually showed a clip from Top Gun, not even from Top Secret. So
Oh, you said Top Secret? I'm sorry. My bad.
This is not true.
Do people still say my bad? I don't know.
Okay, Jerry Seinfeld.
Wait. So
I don't
why
have
do
a bad. Do you have a bad?
Where did that expression come from?
Bad is not a noun. Anyways,
I never saw that.
We're doing Jerry Seinfeld refs. It's fine.
Just the look at the camera. I think it might be a couple times in the movie, but yeah, man, that's so that was the kind of overused. All the gags are like.
There's a gag a second in this movie.
Yeah.
Like you need to watch it several times to pick up everything, dialogue-wise and just visual gags.
Yeah, I still think of whenever I'm on a train, I think of the train station.
Oh yeah,
going away. You're going away from the train station. Turns out the train station for some reason is on its own tracks and is going, and it's never explained or anything. It's just like all the characters are just like, of course, oh there it goes, and oh man. Yeah.
And then the guy chasing after the tree and grabbing onto the tree that's also just going by.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, a gag a minute. I mean, it's like 7 gags a minute. It's pretty amazing, especially like the second half is I like the first half better, but once you get into plot, it's a less.
Well, that's what Jerry Zucker said. Airplane was a movie. This was a joke book.
Right.
And it's true. Because Airplane, they literally ripped off 0 Hour.
Yeah, it's like
Zucker Abrams. They recorded it in the 70s, and they literally just because we always thought that they came up with that plot, but all they did was they took it out, they recorded it, and then they just added jokes to it. They're coming up with their own plot, so it's like a mismatch. It's like an Elvis, Great Escape. they took 4 different movies and put so there's no real center, and I think that's why people had a hard time relating to it. Because there's no cohesive storyline.
But especially when you have this Eastern Bloc, Eastern Germany kind of intrigue, and then suddenly you're in the French Resistance, I think is just geographically confusing, even though they were. That was kind of part of the joke. I wish there was more of a nod to it. Like, what? Wait, what country are we in? Anyways, here we go. But yeah, just a gag a minute.
And they put there's like 3, 4, 5 full songs in this movie, which any other film might show a piece. But like in the middle, they do 2 songs back to back. And I think that's what you're talking about, where there's not much story. But they're like, we'll do some songs here, which are funny.
But that's the perfect Elvis, it's the Elvis Presley ripoff movie, and then, starting with like that beach tune too.
Yeah.
Skeet shooting.
Yes. Skeet surfing.
I wonder how they did the underwater fight.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, how do they do that?
I think you film like 40 seconds at a time. I mean, there's a Huey Lewis music video, not to dive too deep. Excuse the
that was good.
Triple entendre, but they had there's like an underwater video, and they're like, we had to shoot each shot. Like, we had 40 seconds each time.
Wow.
So
did they I thought they might have just put, I don't know, something over the lens or something like that. It's crazy. I
mean,
can't
it's
even figure.
definitely they're definitely
definitely in water.
underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, I think usually you have a thing so you can just get air, but you don't want to show it, so they're just cutting often
Oh.
enough. And they're probably, I mean, they're probably like a foot under the water, but it's hilarious because they're fighting and they're brawling and then they go over a cliff and then they keep doing it and they're underwater, but a saloon shows up.
And the other cowboys, the woman on the bar. So funny.
It's very Looney Tunes. A lot of the gags are very Looney Tunes, but better, I would say.
It's my favorite of their films, of the airplanes and Naked Guns. It is. I think it's the funniest. Maybe it's because it's the first one I saw.
Yeah. It's definitely my favorite, but it doesn't mean it's the best.
It is the best. Bill's wrong. He likes Weekend at Bernie's. Sorry.
Yeah, I like Naked Gun. I like Airplane. I like Ruthless People. It's crazy. My favorite line. I like the lines because we want to torture him. Let's bring out the Leroy Neiman paintings.
Yeah. It's so funny because it's like 90% of the jokes are just so dumb, and then it tickles you even more when there's like something that's clever or a very quick line that's just a verbal dialogue that's clever. It catches you off guard because you're not expecting there to be anything smart or like a smart reference.
So after this, they went to go do Ruthless People because this was such a bomb and they had such a big hit with Airplane. And so after Ruthless People, they all went their own separate ways. David went to do the Naked Gun. Jim Abrams went to do Big Business and Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael. And then Jerry finally did Ghost in 1990. So, yeah, but they all had their hand in writing the first Naked Gun down.
You should do a trivia show, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People should try to stump you or something. That'd be cool. That's a good idea, Mark.
Well, what can I say? Yeah, but and my favorite part about this movie is that in Summer Rental, when they go to the movies in the rain, and who's the guy that's trying to hook up with the wife in Summer Rental? It's like a famous actor. I forget.
No.
Not Richard Crenna, but the Top Secret posters in the background because it was a Paramount movie.
That's cool. I think there are scenes. I was waiting the whole movie for scenes to come up, and they're like the cow and all that. The soldier falling off the castle and he breaks into a million pieces. The saying goodbye to the scarecrow. I was waiting for those scenes the whole movie, and I'm like, they're all in the last 20 minutes. Are other like huge jokes, and a lot of this was just seared in my memory from being a child. So this is a great pick.
I mean, whenever I see footage of a ballet, you can't not think of the ballet scene, and just everyone's just straight faced. I mean, that's the only way it works. Is that except the one lady with binoculars, everyone is just like, of course, it's the ballet. They have giant, like the pants are just crotches are insane.
Yeah, it does. That stays with you. It sticks with you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bill, you have any more trivia for us on this film?
Nope.
All right.
It's a good pick, Mark.
Yeah, it is a very good pick. That's a
way to honor Val Kilmer.
It was on my list of ejectables to do, so I'm glad you picked it and took it from me.
Great. Sorry about that, but
I'm glad you did.
One of my favorite sight gag movies for sure.
No, you could have chosen some random movies with other actors like Dustin Hoffman or something, but maybe some other time. Okay, so should we move on to the next one?
Sure.
So my pick for a Val Kilmer film is my favorite Val Kilmer movie, starring Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer, and Michelle Monaghan. I don't know how you say it. And it's called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And it's from 2005, written and directed by Shane Black, who did Lethal Weapon and Predator. And I think this movie is hilarious. First time I saw it was in Belgium in 2005, dubbed in French without any English subtitles. So I had no idea what was going on, but I had a total blast anyway. So when I finally saw it in English, I'm like, oh my God, it's even better when you know what they're saying and what's going on. This movie's just so much fun. It's so smart. I'd say it's Robert Downey Jr. at his best, Val Kilmer at his best since Top Gun. I
have a clip. You want to watch a clip?
Yeah, let's see a clip.
Oh, God.
What were you thinking? My $2,000 ceramic Vector my mother got me as a special gift? You threw in the lake next to the car. What happens when they drag the lake? You think they'll find my pistol? Jesus. Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
A picture of me?
No. The definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are.
And for
Best
those who
scene in the
don't
movie.
go Bill.
Best scene in the movie.
It's one of the many good scenes in the movie. It's so much fun. And for those who don't know, it's the story of a East Coast, New York, I guess, petty criminal who gets caught up in this casting call because he's being chased by the police. And suddenly he gets cast in this role for this film shooting in LA, and they fly him out to LA. They think he's an actor, and he's supposed to do some research. So they team him up with Val Kilmer, who is this detective, and he falls into this murder mystery, and it's just so much fun. I can't say it. It's a little convoluted at times, but I don't think it matters. What do you guys think?
Mark?
You know, I had never seen it before, and I do. I was thinking, like, wait, this whole show, these are supposed to be like unlikable movies. These are like your two movies are like super good. I mean, which is the point, I guess. You're recommending movies, right? But I was just like, oh my god, how did I miss this one? Yeah, I liked it a lot. You know, and Val Kilmer was great too. For sure, I kind of hate the self-aware narrator bit.
Yeah.
Usually, every time it happens, I'm like, oh no, it's all meta. But then this, like, it got better and better, and then it stopped for a while. And I mean, what you're supposed to do with the noir, you know, it's for sure a film noir, you know, homage, the whole thing. And so for that, it was great. And I kind of wish it was a little less winky, but it didn't. After I was first irritated, I'm like, this is very clever, super smart.
And I think Robert Downey Jr. helps that go down a little bit easier because he's so charming. This is before he did the Iron Man movies, so this is in a way kind of a step to a comeback, right?
This was like, oh my god, Robert Downey Jr. starring in a movie, because he was a little toxic right before this.
Yeah.
So this was a big deal. He got Mel Gibson put him in the Singing Detective, and then this was like, oh, I can't believe they're allowing him to star in a movie again. This is crazy. And so that once that wore off, this movie is one of Shane Black's best, next to Long Kiss Goodnight and The First Lethal Weapon. And you know, when a movie is such a hit and hits a nerve, is that Val Kilmer's role, Gay Perry.
Yeah,
that's a colloquialism now, you know, and so that's how people know like a movie is successful, because it didn't do super well. Joel Silver produced it, but the fact that we're still talking about this movie 20 years later, and people still think of his character as Gay Perry as one of his best, is just a true testament to how wonderful this movie is.
Well said, Bill. Yeah, and I think that's, I mean, because like you said, it wasn't a big hit, and it passed you by, Mark. So I think a lot of people don't know about this movie. So that's why it's on the Ejectables, just to kind of go, hey, it's stick it in.
Hey, remember me?
Yeah, remember me.
Yeah,
remember me.
Great surprise though, because the name is like, you can, oh, have I seen that? Wait a second, then because the name is kind of just, you know, a term. So
yeah,
but yeah, super clever, very good.
It's the name of a movie on the Seinfeld show that Jerry and George wouldn't go, like, hey, you want to go see Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Right.
You know, they would.
Well, it'd be like you want to go see, you know, Dark Nights, you know, or like you know, the rainy season, you know, something that's just like a genre, you know, term, you know, like. But that's the point. That's why it has the title. But that's what I was distracted.
And I did work with Michelle Monaghan, and she's one of the nicest people on the planet. So.
And now she's on White Lotus.
Yep. Season finale tonight. No spoilers.
We're going to watch. I'm going to tell you because I'm on the East Coast. I'm going to tell you.
The phone's off.
Oh, but Jon Favreau, I guess he hired RDJ for Iron Man because of this. And this is one of Robert Downey Jr.'s favorite movies as well.
Yeah. He met his wife on it also, who worked for Joel Silver and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And cool. That's why Robert Downey Jr. brought him Sherlock Holmes. And so they worked on that together after the Iron Man.
Very cool. So check this movie out.
And if you want to see something really awesome, Google Rick Moranis, Joel Silver, SCTV. He does a famous sketch of Joel Silver. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
All right.
I wish I had a clip, but I didn't think about that.
Maybe we can add that in post.
Watch the stars shine with veteran Hollywood producer Larry Siegel.
Look at the show. Look at the show. What are you gonna watch? You're gonna stay home and watch Monday Night Football? A bunch of guys are gonna pigskin? What are you gonna watch? Reruns with a Fonzie? Come on, you watch? What do you got? Gotta hire a producer for $300,000? I make pictures, sit in an office all day. I'll do what I want here.
Joining Larry this week will be comedy team Dennis and David.
I mean, you guys are funny guys, you know? You come out here, you do 5 minutes. You can't do this 5 minutes all over. You got Griffin and Douglas the same 5 minutes. What happened in Vegas for the rest of your life doing the same lousy 5 minutes? You gotta put together something. Put together a half hour. Put together some characters or something. What, are you gonna stay a team like this for the rest of your life? Put together something, you know? I mean, you come to me, we can work this thing out. You know, you put together a little proposal, I can put you on to somebody. Elaine, get me Marty Abelson at Paramount. You know, you talk to this guy, he'll do something for you.
Larry, Marty Abelson on the phone.
Tell him I'll call him back. You know, I mean, did I tell you? Shut up and listen to me. Did I tell you I'd get you on the show?
Also joining Larry will be special effects artist Mark Greenstein.
You don't know. You don't. You see, they don't know. This man is the greatest animator in the business. What are we gonna do? Put up a screen? What do you put up a screen and show you the effects he's done? I'm not gonna do that. What do you want? You want a Mickey Mouse, a Bakshi up here? This man is the greatest. You know, they don't know. The other day, we're talking at the restaurant. Matt makes. What do you? I say, I don't understand. He said, you go to Matt makes $15 for a bowl of soup. When we go to school, 75 cents for a bowl of soup. What do you got? Mom makes on a lousy $15 for the worst soup in the city. Elaine, give me my mother. You gotta tell you, my mother tell you how to make a bowl of soup.
Your mother.
Ma.
How are you, dear?
Ma, fine. Ma, you made me. You know the soup.
What?
The soup you made. You know what's the vegetable? There's a vegetable you put in the soup. It's not a carrot. It's not parsley.
Turnip?
It's not, what?
Turnip?
Turnip. She puts a turnip in soup. It's entirely different. The whole thing is gonna make
Just boil it with everything.
Yeah, Ma, I gotta go.
Are you seeing anybody?
Ma, I'll
dear?
call you back.
When?
Goodbye. You just put a turnip in the soup. The whole thing is a lousy man makes on a $15 soup. The whole thing is crap.
And Paramutual Pictures Business Affairs Executive Barry Safransky will explain the economics of movie making.
Put a lousy stop payment on that check when I'm talking to me? What do you don't like the numbers? You don't like the agent? That's my job. You call me before you do something like that. These guys are not driving around in Rolls Royce and Mercedes-Benz and Porsches. They're taking a lousy bus to the studios. You don't know. You don't know.
Join Larry and his guests on The Larry Siegel Show this Thursday at 9 on SCTV.
You know what they say to his attitude of drinking a poison? He drank poison. I'm not telling you to drink poison. I'm telling you to do a lousy, but a couple of measly writers. A lousy check. You know, I don't.
Can't beat Moranis.
Yep. All right, should I do my pick?
Yeah, what's your pick, Bill?
I did The Ghost in the Darkness, directed by Stephen Hopkins. It's a Paramount picture from 1995. Basically, William Goldman wrote it, and it was one of his favorite scripts. It's a true story about these British engineer comes to Africa to build a railroad, and they kind of say it's to stop slavery, but it seems like their imperialistic ways is making it 10 times harder for the people that live in the indigenous land. And while building this railroad, all the workers there, one by one, they start getting eaten by a pair of lions, one called the Ghost, one called the Darkness. And it was supposed to be like a Jaws type of movie, but I think the problem was that CGI in 1995 didn't look as good, and so they had a hard time making the lions seem believable. Like if you saw like that Idris Elba movie, that they had like a CGI lion, and that was pretty good. But this movie was just 25 years way before that. But I love this movie. Val Kilmer plays an Irish engineer. Oh, that's the finale there. So we're running that.
Spoiler.
By this guy.
Ooh.
Naughty.
And I have a clip. Why don't we see what I'm talking about?
All right. Okay, sure.
Hi, guys. Stay here.
two. There are two of them.
And I know William Goldman thought it was one of the best scripts he wrote. He hated the movie. I love the movie. I think it's underappreciated. I know they were going for a Jaws effect. Michael Douglas's hair was a little silly. If I'm thinking of a famous hunter, I don't know if I would have gone with Michael Douglas, but he produced the movie as well. But I think it's beautiful looking. It's so well done. It's so well crafted. The script. Val Kilmer is so good in this. Also, he's the best part of it. But what'd you guys think, Mark? What'd you think?
Oh man, yeah, I was surprised by this one because at first I was like, oh man, this is more of these like Jungle Book era, the book era, imperialist like here we are in the but that was part of it. That was part of the whole story. But then just I kind of wasn't expecting, because I didn't read anything about it. I just watched it. I didn't know it would turn into this like slasher movie, at all. I thought it was going to be like, oh, he's got to solve the inner the locals fighting, but it would turn into just this whole this Jaws. Yeah, what they're saying they were going for Lawrence of Arabia meets Jaws.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Which is kind of a good, okay, so you're, frontier, no man's land, even though there are people there, dude.
But why is less of a shark works for Jaws, but less of a lion does not work in this movie?
I think he needed less lions still.
I thought all the wildlife like footage was great, and like you couldn't show it in it would be close up on a person and close up on a lion. It was fine for what you could do. Any CGI would have kind of just been, before the era. Even now, I think I was just imagining if you made it now, it would just be irritatingly
CGI.
See a lion leap in and out of frame, it would look terrible. So I thought it worked, the wildlife footage aspect.
Yeah, I thought the lion stuff looked good. I saw this at the theater when it came out. I remember looking forward to seeing this, and I remember leaving disappointed. And I think, and it might be because of the Michael Douglas factor, because it looks like he stepped right off the set of Romancing the Stone and hopped into this, and his accent is all over the place. It's like, sometimes I'm talking like this tough guy, and then other times I'm just Michael Douglas. And they were, as you said, like William Goldman was not happy with how he went with the script and the director as well, was Stephen Hopkins.
Yeah.
And that Michael Douglas just turned into this bloated character. So I think the movie's really good up until the point Michael Douglas comes in. And that's about 40 minutes into the film, because they set up the story, his mission in the first like 3 minutes. It's so lean. It's like, okay, I'm going to build this bridge off in Africa. And I'm like, wow, that's like amazingly quick. And I don't know, it's really good. It looks beautiful. The music's great. Kilmer is fantastic. I think another problem is I thought the lions look good, but lions aren't sharks. I think you do need to even show them less, because if you see a lion's face in real life, of course, you're going to be terrified of a lion. But when you see a lion's face, they're so pretty and they look like my cat. So I don't know. It's hard to find them. I think maybe if we saw them less, to see the grass move would have been more intense. I think some of the action sequences are too drawn out, and not like that clip we just showed. I trimmed that down just to kind of sharpen it up a bit. Not to say I'm a better editor, but it's I don't know. I think it could have been great. And I want to see this remade, but not with horrible CGI, because I really want to see the story that Goldman aimed to make.
And it's a true story also. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why it sounds amazing. I want to see that story.
And it's probably one of Jerry Goldsmith's best, right? He did the music.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, one of his best scores
Mm-hmm.
as well.
There's that time when they're like, what they realize, like, wait, these lions they're not still hungry. They're here for the thrill of it, and then, like, it was pretty kind of ridiculous, but like, there's like a a Moby Dick kind of thing going on.
When his wife got off the train holding the baby,
worst part.
I was so scared that wasn't a dream, because she gets off, she's waving to him, he's waving to her, oh honey, and then he sees the grass moving and the tail going in the grass, like, oh, lion's coming. It's like, no honey, and she's like, oh, you're waving to me. He's like, no, oh, and then the lion takes she and the baby down. Luckily he woke up, but I was like, that was bad.
He needed more dreams. I think there needed to be more Baked
I
in.
know. At least four. At least four.
Yeah.
Silly.
He was the best. He was awesome in this movie as well.
Yeah, he was. Good picks for Val Kilmer movies. These are, I think, all good picks.
I love Thunderheart and Real Genius as well, but
Yeah, Thunderheart's on my list. That was that's an Ejectable, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Did not do well. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it. Spoiler for our future.
You just spoiled the dream sequence.
Oh, I did them a favor, so they know when they watch it. It's just a dream sequence. People.
That was it. I thought it was pretty obvious once he can't get past 2 people.
I was just hoping. I was just like, please be a dream sequence.
This is the slowest runner ever.
Right. Suddenly shows them really close and then shows them farther apart.
Oh, my shoes are untied. Oh.
yeah. It could have been a top secret sequence right there. Yeah.
It totally could have been. Oh man.
Oh my God, I'm hungry. What's for lunch? Oh wait, my wife and kids.
She's like, what?
Oh, I'm wearing this beautiful dress. I just came from the Strait of Gibraltar,
and she can't tell normal waving from no, get away.
No,
he's greeting
I'm
me.
excited to see you.
Oh man,
he's flailing in excitement.
But it's a good, decent, old-fashioned movie. It's not a bad movie. It just could be better.
I think it's a 3.5-star one. I think that you're missing out.
3.5 stars, fair.
Sure.
Okay, Mark. You have to pick a movie you like best. But you can't pick your own.
No.
I mean, I thought they were both very good. I'm gonna pick Kiss Kiss Bang Bang just because I do love noir stuff generally.
Yeah.
And usually, again, the self-aware stuff is really cringy, but it was so good at it that it won me over. But the wilderness slasher movie I did like, but I'm gonna choose the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for my non-me favorite.
You have very good taste, Mark. I just want to say that.
Well,
that's right. That was the movie I picked. So,
what are the odds?
Yeah. I'm going to go because I think it's a classic. It meant a lot to me as a kid. Top Secret, as it's one of my favorite comedies, and it's just so silly and so much fun. So, Top Secret.
And I'm going to pick Top Secret as well. So, Mark, congratulations. You got an Employee of the Month, Akeem, from Outstanding Performance on Effort.
Yeah, my dreams are coming true.
I'm proud of you. Hey, Bill, was Tom Kemp in The Ghost in the Darkness?
Tom Kemp, our favorite actor.
Yeah, yes, I think he played one of the lions. Actually,
no.
Okay.
Tom Kemp is a famous Boston actor that Ian was very happy that he was in a million movies, and
he was in Shutter Island and lots of other things. Sorry.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's a good actor.
Kingsley, Mark Ruffalo, Tom Kemp.
He's good. Well, thank you, Mark, for joining us. Remember, everyone,
have you on in 3 weeks to discuss a movie called Ishtar. So get ready.
Oh, wait a second. We have to tell people where they can find these movies.
Yes. Oh, geez. Oh my God. So much stress.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, so you could find Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You can rent it on Prime or iTunes. Top Secret's on Pluto. That's what I watched it. And then for Ghost in the Darkness, you could rent it on Prime or iTunes as well.
Or find it in the fancy video store.
Ghost in the Darkness is also on Hoopla through your library. That's
yes.
Oh, cool.
At least for right now. Those are always fleeting. But
that's good to know.
Awesome. Yeah.
Now, everyone, don't forget to go to www.arcmay.com to check out Mark's work and hire him for tons of jobs. And that goes to you too, Jay-Z.
Yep. Finally make that music video that we all want, Jay-Z.
Yeah, we're going to get it.
I know he's one of the Ejectables listeners, watchers.
He is. Watch him comment. If you want to hire Mark, comment down below.
Yeah, and if you want to start a Tom Kemp fan club, also email or just leave a comment for Ian.
Yeah, we'll start that. All right, cool.
Awesome. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for being on, Mark.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Pop the popcorn, grab a Coke, and find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a